basically. All right. Okay. I'll change this to some currency now. All right. Now, I want to see whatever is below 300 naira. Okay. And in here, I'm going to say is equal to, if open bracket, if D2 is less than 300, then tell me yes. If not, tell me no. All right, and then I can copy this down and very easily see how that works. All right. Anybody with any questions so far? Please confirm you can hear me.
Yes, I can.
Awesome, great. Okay, so yeah, this is basically what if is. Now let's dive into some if. All right, let's total this up. This is the total of our shopping list. Okay, shopping total. All right. But now we want to know how much are the items below 300 in total. So what would we say? Somebody help us. Is equal to check. Yep.
Some
Yeah, some
is
Sum if.
open bracket D2 greater less than, you said if it is less than 300, right now? Okay, less than 300.
That will be D2 to D6.
Now, D2 to D6 less
Yeah.
than less than 300.
Less than 300.
Close bracket.
Close bracket.
Oh, yeah.
Otherwise, less than 300, yes. Otherwise, no.
Yeah. Okay. That's what it is.
Okay.
That's what it. Okay. So let me come out of this and start again. So remember that we are trying to get a sum. So for a basic if formula, we just want to find the condition. If it is less than 300, give us, and we could have changed that actually. We could have said D2 is less than 300. Instead of yes, give me D2. Yeah, and know that whatever it gives me in this column now, I can add it. That's what 484. I'll add it now and say, okay, that's my total for below 300. So I can do it one by one like this. Yeah, I can even say, okay, instead of no, give me 0. Okay, so this time around, everything in this column is below 300. But I don't want to do it one by one. I want to just sum it immediately. So I'm saying is equal to sum if. What is it? Where should Excel check? Where is the test happening? So this is where I want you to check. What I want you to check for, I want you to check for what
noise coming from is really disturbing.
okay. Shagun, please can you mute yourself? Thank you. All right. Okay. So sum if D2 to D6 is less than 300. I think I'm going to need some quotation marks there. And then where do I want to sum? It's still this D2 to D6. Yeah, and there's the issue. Okay. And you see that? So instead of putting a formula in here, putting the formula that has to go all the way down, SUMIF allows you to just, no matter how much data is in there, it's just one formula and you've got it. Okay, let's try this on different data set. Okay, let's try your real estate data. Please confirm you can still see my screen. I'm showing the real estate data now. Okay. Okay, let me stop sharing because you're not seeing what I'm sharing. Real estate sharing. Okay. So please confirm you can see the real estate data now.
Yes, we can see it. We can see
Okay.
it.
Great. All right. So let's try it here and let's see how that works over here. Okay. I want to see all of the all of the properties with assessed values that are greater than $1 million. Okay? Somebody help us. Is equal to, first of all, freeze the pane so that we can see what we're doing. Freeze panes. Okay. Yep, somebody.
Okay, you're using if function. Usman Abdulmalik.
We're using SUMIF, yes.
The sum if. I thought it was the if function.
We're using
Okay.
SUMIF.
Yeah, I thought it was the if function.
If,
So probably
okay, equal to. Hello, can I
Okay.
try?
Yes, please.
What this Tochukwu? What is what is the what you want to see?
Good.
The
I
access
want to see the total assessed values, the total of all the assessed values that are higher than 1 million.
higher than 1 million.
Yes.
Okay. Let me try. Equal to sum if care to.
Open brackets.
Yes, open bracket care to.
K2.
Then the semicolon.
K2 colon. That's not a semicolon. That's a colon.
Okay, colon. To care 10001.
Yep.
Yeah. Less than.
Comma. And then you will need your double quotations. And
Yeah,
we're doing greater than, not less than.
Okay.
Greater than 1 million.
Greater than 1 million.
Close your quotation marks.
Yeah. Then come again. You select the K.
K again.
Yeah, K2 to K110. Then close the bracket.
And there you have it. Thank you, Tochukwu. That was lovely. All right. So we can see that from all the sales that were made, the assessed values that were greater than 1 million amount to 2.1 billion. Let's try the same thing for the sales column. Want to see what the total of sales that were higher than $1 million was. Okay? And actually, if I just copy this and paste it, but I'd rather we actually build it, is equal to sum if, get your range, comma, don't forget your quotation marks, 1 million, close quotation, and then put in the range again. Okay? And so there's all sorts of things we can do with this. But then let's go to count if. Now we want to count. We don't want to sum, we just want to know how many were there. It's equal to count if. It will be exactly the same thing as what we have in this formula, except that we are counting now. Is equal to count if okay. So we can see that there were 554 sales or assessments that gave rise to this value. And this is the average of,
Sorry, ma'am.
yeah.
We're not repeating the column this time, right?
The what? I can't hear you, please.
We're not repeating the array when we are checking for count if.
Sorry, I didn't get that.
Column is checked. We're not repeating the end of the formula.
Your volume is going down. I'm not doing the what?
I mean, you're not repeating the column you selected. You know, when you're treating asset value.
Yes.
We said at the first time, then what we're looking for greater than less than 1 million.
Yes.
Then we repeat it again at the end.
Okay. So, very good question. Thank you, Shegun. So let me explain again. What the sum if function does is, it says, I want you to check here. So that's the first thing. Check the range. This is what we are using to know if we're going to do or we're not doing. That's the range. Check from K2 to K10,001. Now, what do you want me to check for? Excel is asking you. I want you to check for whether whatever is there is higher than 1 million. You say, hey, if it's higher than 1 million, what do you want me to sum? Don't forget, the clue is in the formula. We are asking it to sum if. So if it is higher than 1 million, who do you want me to sum? Then we said still sum that same asset value. Here's the thing. We can actually say if we want you to sum the sales value of properties that were assessed as higher than 1 million. Can you see that? So check the range K2, that's check the assessed value for the ones that are higher than 1 million, and then sum the actual sales amounts. You see that? So you can actually use sum if, count if like this. Now don't forget that count if has two, because you're only counting. At this point, when we did sum if, first of all, Excel will identify everything in the range, yeah, that are greater than 1 million, and then it will now sum. But for count if, you are just saying in this column, in this data, anything that's greater than 1 million, count it and add it together for me. And that's what it has done here. Is it clear? I feel like people have more questions or need me to go over this, because we're going to just go straight to the exercise for today if there are no questions at this point.
Professor, I have a question, please. So what
Okay.
you're trying to say is for the count if I didn't quite understand it. Are you trying to say that it just counts the numbers that are greater than 1 million, like individually, or it counts them and then sums them up?
Okay, it will count them for you. So look at my screen now. In this now, with this formula that you have given it to count, count if in K2 to K10,001, count how many are greater than 1 million. This is what Excel will do for you. It will go through, and then anyone that is greater than 1 million, it will count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like that, 6, and it will count all the way down. It will not add them together. It will just count. That is why we have at the bottom count if they are in this whole data set. There are 554 items that are higher than 1 million. But if you wanted it to add it together for you, that would have been sum if. So I know there are some in this column that are higher than 1 million. I want you to add all of them together for me. That's what sum if would have done for you. Is it clearer?
Yes, absolutely. I have a question again.
Okay.
Can you apply these things when it comes to if, like the if function, like the distinct values? Let's say you want to find the distinct values. Can you also apply that using the if function?
I don't understand your question.
So, for example, you want to find the unique values, right?
Of-
Can you, like unique values in a particular column?
You mean that in this column now, we want to see how many of it are unique values?
Yes, like you just want only the unique values. Can you also use that with the if function?
I really can't see how that would work. How are you thinking that might work? Let me give an example. So with the unique function, yeah, what the unique function does, it goes through this data, this same selection of data, and then it sees if there are any that are duplicated. And if there are any that are duplicated, it doesn't pick the duplications. Okay, it will just give you everything that is unique. How might that work in if? Yeah, okay. So I really don't think it's possible, because what you would be saying, yeah, what you would be saying is, if this value, number one, you'd have to know all the values in that list, and they say if this value, no, it doesn't work that way. Sorry, I'm sorry, it doesn't work that way.
Sorry.
Okay, Lade, I think you can put down your hand because you've had your hand raised.
Sorry, ma.
We'll come back to you. Nora, you raised your hand. If Nora is not ready, Shegun, you can go ahead.
Okay, ma. It's concerning the question she asked. I just want to shed it a little more light. The difference is the count if. The count if is counting everything all together. Whatever you have there that you are trying to fish out, it will count it out. But when you are talking about unique, even if the number appears 5 times, you're going to count it 5 times.
Yep.
You're going to count it 5 times. You have 3 that appears 5 times. That's 5 times. Then add it to the rest. If you have another number that appears 7 times, it will add it together. It's not
Yeah.
That's the difference between the count if and the thank you.
Thank you, Shegun. Barry, does that help? Were you thinking in lines of if it's counting or if it's summing, would it count only unique values or would it count duplications as well?
Yeah, that's what I meant. Like, what if you don't want to count?
Oh, I see. Okay, I see. He's right though. It doesn't work that way. It would count everything, every single thing. Yep. Okay. Okay. I don't think there are any more questions. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so let's just dive into today's exercises. I'm gonna just go stop sharing and start sharing. All right. Please confirm you can see my screen. Awesome. All right, let's go. So this is an order sheet, we can all see. I got this from Excel Demi, awesome site. Like I keep saying, there's so many of these sites. All you need to do is connect yourself to the internet and open your laptop and you're good to go. All right. Order ID, these are the orders, this is the date and time, these are the customers, these are the items, and these are the prices. So first of all, exercise one. Exercise one, our manager has asked that whenever the product is more than $5, we need to put a note in the status column to say, including tax. Okay, somebody to help us without looking at the solution. I could have hidden the solution, but I just decided, you know, we are older than that, we are bigger than that now. Okay, somebody help us, please.
Can you come up with the question?
I should come again. Okay. So I said that assume that, you know, we're working in the data analysis department and the manager has said that this is our order display schedule. And we need to put for every product that costs more than $5, we need to put a note in this column that says including tax. So how would we go about that?
So are we using
Are we using what?
Are we using some?
What are we summing? We're not summing anything now.
Maybe I think that's one question.
We're not summing anything. Remember that the if function, we are saying for if is simply, if this is this, then do this. If not, do that. Sum if this is this, sum all of this together. Count if this is this, count them. Okay?
The price is mine.
Sorry? Somebody to help us with the exercise one.
Okay, so the question, Ms. Busola, you
Can I
said
try?
less than 5, add 10 tax also, right?
I lie you. It's not me that said that. So. It's just saying that where the product is more than $5, in future, the manager will know how they will go and apply that 10%. But for now, all our own job is to just write it there. This thing is including tax under status. That's all. That's our own job. You see, that 10% is not my work. My own job now is to put including tax beside any price that is more than $5.
Okay. So
Can I try?
Yeah, somebody wants to try.
Usman Abdul Malik.
Thank you.
If equals
Mhm.
to if open brackets F6 greater than 5,
Mm-hmm.
comma,
Thank
open
you.
quotation,
Okay.
F plus
You say
F6,
open quotation F6.
F6 plus open brackets,
Eh. I don't think
Okay,
so.
can I try?
Yes.
Can I try, ma? Yeah.
Yes, please. Because remember that we are saying if. Now we have given it a test. Look at that. Logical test. That's what it says here. The
Okay.
test is F6 greater than 5. Now, what should happen if F6 is greater than 5?
All right. Okay.
Including
Okay,
tax.
can I go ahead now?
Yes, please go ahead.
Can I go ahead? Okay, equals to F6
Is equal to
greater than
F6.
5.
Is it not equal to if?
Is equal to if open brackets
Mm-hmm.
F6
Mm-hmm.
F6 greater than 5,
Mm-hmm.
comma,
Mm-hmm.
open parentheses, including tax,
Yeah,
close
that's not a
parentheses
parent.
by the end. Yeah.
That's quotation marks. Parentheses and brackets.
Quotation mark. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yes. Quotation mark, comma,
Okay. Okay.
F6 again.
F6. So if
Yes.
it's not greater, if it's less than $5 in this column, I want it to say what?
Exclude tax or no tax.
Okay. Let me check that question
No
again.
tax.
If it's less than $5, okay, fine display including
Hello,
tax.
ma. Can I try?
Okay, including tax now. Then you open quotation mark again before F6.
Mm-hmm.
Then
Before F6.
not including tax. Yes.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's not a bad way. I like that. So if it is greater than 5, you should say including tax. If it's not greater than 5, you should say not including tax. Okay,
Not
that's a
including
good attempt. Somebody else wanted to try now.
Can I try? This to
Yes. Tochukwu, go ahead.
Okay. The exercise 1 says when the product is more than 5,
Mhm.
then a 10% tax will be applied.
Mhm.
Use the if function to find the display including tax in the status column. So my thing is if equal to if
Mhm.
open bracket
Mhm.
F6
Go ahead.
greater than 5,
Mhm.
comma,
Mhm.
another F6.
Cannot be. Oh. Cannot be.
Okay, let me try, please. Let me try. So
Okay.
yeah, so from where you are now, after including
Okay.
tax, comma, so we
Thank
want
you.
it to return blank, meaning that anyone
you.
that is blank is not including tax. So comma,
Thank you.
you have the open inverted comma. Yes. The inverted comma. Yes, another one again.
Mhm.
Another one
Thank you.
again. Then you close the
Thank you.
bracket. Yes, ma.
Thank you. Thank you very much. So, who was that, please?
Okay, it's me, Gloria.
Gloria, well done. Awesome. So, what Gloria has just done is just, she just used sense there. They say if it is greater than 5, if it is greater than 5, including that. If it's not greater than 5, say nothing. And we know that whatever we put in between quotation mark, it will appear like that. Now she put 2 quotation mark with nothing in between. So it means that anywhere, let's try this down, copy down. Do you see? Because you put nothing in quotation mark, nothing is showing. It's like when I say, imagine this now. If I tap on this and say control find what? Total. Replace it with what? And I don't type anything. Replace with nothing. It will just take it away. Do you see? It will take it away and not put anything. It's the same logic that she has just used here. So if it is greater than 5, say including tax. If it's not greater than 5, just put nothing there. And that's exactly excellent work, Gloria. Thank you. Please, Tochukwu, let's look at this again. The formula says if.
Please, ma.
The first thing we do is if what? Sorry?
Say ask something, Madam Busola. Okay, what if the person now said excluding tax, or are we not meant to write anything there? Is it meant to be blank? But because the question did not
See
say
now.
leave it blank, it just say including tax if it's more than 10%.
Okay, so let's try something. But I wanted us to wait a bit before we get there. But that also works. Can you see the difference? In this one now, what you just said is if it's greater than 5, write including tax. You told it what to test for. This is the test. Is F5, F6 greater than 5? If the answer is yes, write including tax. But you did not tell it what to write if the answer is false. So Excel has helped you, it's false. It will tell you with mouth it's false. But because we don't, our Oga did not say we should write false. The easiest way is to do it the way we did it, so that even though it is false, it's not showing anything. The Oga did not say if it's including tax, write including tax. If it's excluding tax, write excluding tax. They didn't give us instruction there. So it's better not to assume. Do you understand me now? It's better not to assume. What they want to see is including tax. Otherwise, keep quiet. And that is what we have done with this example here. Is it clear now?
Yes.
Okay. I can see that it's clear, but you people
Yes,
are
ma'am.
not happy because you feel that the
Sorry,
equation did
ma'am.
not balance. Okay.
Sorry, ma'am. The reason why that was what I was trying to clarify the other time, because it was saying like then at 10% tax. So like
But the question has not asked you yet to do anything with the 10%. For now, your question is use, this is your question. Use, this is the one that you are supposed to do. Use information to find the display, including tax in the status column. That's all. All right? Okay. So we need to move quickly because I still want us to go back to our assignments when we are done with this. And wow, we have a lot to cover too. All right. So I'm just going to drag it down. Everybody, do the needful here. Drag it down. Omoyeni Blessing, please can you mute yourself? Thank you. All right. Now, this thing that you people were excited, your blood was hot, that we should, that 10%. It's time for 10% now. So, oh yeah, people should find it. Give me the answer. Just give me, since you already have it in mind. It's equal to Omoyeni Blessing, please, if you are there, Omoyeni Blessing.
Hello, I want to try the second
Thank
question.
you, Lade. Let's go.
Okay, equals to if open brackets 32
F32, yeah.
greater than 5,
Greater than 5,
comma
0.1 times F32.
You say what?
I said
0.1 times
F32,
next
comma,
one.
open quotes.
Open quote.
Then you can write 10%.
Okay. Sorry. Open quote and say what?
NIL.
Nil. Oh, okay.
Closing quote.
This is your submission.
Yes.
Yeah? Is
Yes.
that it? Is anybody else happy with this? Are we happy with this solution? Excuse me. Are we happy with this?
We will not know if we are happy or not. It's okay.
Okay. Okay, let me tell you now, as a data analyst, you should not be happy with this. You should be very unhappy. You should be very, very unhappy because this formula will give you a column that will be very difficult to manipulate. It's this kind of thing that caused the problem we're having in assignment 1, that you format a column, some things will answer you, some things will not answer you. This thing now is a number. This one is not a number. How do you want to now find the average or sum it or do percentage or anything like that? Just look at it. Assuming that there is now a later assignment where they say find the effective tax rate. Just look at. Then you now say it's equal to this all over this. Abi, that's effective tax rate. Then you copy it down. What will happen? You will have errors. Okay, so insofar as they have said calculate the amount when it is lower than 5 will be 0. Let's keep it at 0. You see, so that way all your data will be consistent. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, let's undo that. Okay, so let's drag that down. Thank you for giving us that help. Okay. Okay, and we are there. Let's go to question 3. It says, show the value from the lookup table. A small pizza costs less than $7, medium one costs less than 10, and a large one costs more than 10. Using this table, let's find the pizza size. Okay. All right. Okay. In fact, they didn't even give us any help. Okay. So, all right, great. All right. Anybody ready to help us? This is actually where we are going today.
All right.
Yes.
So
Samuel Hans, please.
Okay, is equal to if open bracket F58 colon F70, or we can just do for F58. F58.
Yeah, we're just doing for F58. Yeah.
F58 less than 7.
Okay.
Comma. Open quotation. Small.
Okay.
Then close quotes. Then comma.
Okay.
F58. So this is supposed to be. Is this supposed to be less than 10?
let's see. It says, yeah, less than 10.
So it has to be
If
between
F58 is less than 10.
So F7 greater than I'm trying to put it in a range. 7 greater than F58, then less than 10. I'm not sure of how the double this will work. But let me just say F58 less than 10. I'm not sure of how it will work, but let me just try.
Okay.
Less than 10. Then comma, open quotes.
Then what?
Comma, open quotes, medium.
Comma. There is a problem. We have left.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. So it can't be comma. Can't be comma. Is there anybody else on the call who has an idea?
Yeah, can I try?
Yep.
Okay. Equal to if. Then E58 equal to
F.
Sorry.
F.
I know now.
Okay.
We
Sorry,
are looking
don't
for.
Okay, E58. You are right, actually.
Yeah, if 58 equals to, then
58 is equal to
and comma. No, it's not comma. That what's the sign there? Equal to pizza. That's
Yes.
you. Then comma. If. Another if.
Another if. Okay.
Yes.
So can you explain it to us, Tochukwu?
Okay, the question is they are trying to ask you the question there. Hold on, let me get the question. The question there, they said use lookup table, value show value from a lookup table that a pizza that costs less than 7. Then you have to put it as a medium. Then the one that costs less than $10, you have to put it as large. Yeah. Then the one that costs more than $10. I'm lost here.
So yeah, the problem is that you are saying the formula, but you do not understand it. All right, you don't understand it. So, like I said, it's this is not about just going to the answer to look at it or just copy and paste. It doesn't matter if you don't understand it. Now, let's start from the beginning. What this just give me a second. I'm supposed to. Dolapo, you raise your hand, please. Okay. Sorry, can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay. Sorry, let me just take a moment at this point to put in the attendance link. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. All right, so that's the link to the attendance. So I was explaining that it's very easy, yeah? Let's go back to this, my simple example. If D2 is less than 300, give me D2 or give me 0. Okay? But it is possible that you want to check more than one thing. All right, let's simplify this a little bit. Let's use John. All right, and John is male. And we want to say is equal to, if this is equal to male, then tell us man. If not, tell us woman. This is very simple. There are only two options. It can only be man or woman. It can only be man or woman. So your formula has 1, 2, 3 elements. Number 1, the test. Number 2, the value if true. Number 3, the value if false. Are you with me so far? Great. Now, this was in the olden days. This is old school. In today's world, it's not this simple. So we now want to include something for somebody that is male, but trans man. Okay? So it is no longer as simple as if I3 is male, call him a man or a woman. Even though he is male, it can still be a trans man or a cis man. Okay? And now we want to now use that in this formula. If I3 is male, don't just rush and assume that he is a man. First of all, check another test. If, all right, if his name is John, then it can be a cis male, or if not, it can be a trans male. And if all of that is done, then it can now be a woman. Okay. Am I putting it? Have I done? If John hold on, please.
I think double quotation.
Where am I?
Double
John.
quotation. John.
Thank you. God bless you. Okay, so you can now see that in an if function, I still came in to bury a whole other if function in there. Please confirm that you can see it and that you understand. Okay, confirm that you can see it first, even if you don't understand it. Yes, you can see it. You can see it. Don't worry. Now, this is what we call a nested if. And it is because you put an if inside another if. So the if is in a nest. You have nested if inside another if. And it's possible for you to nest any number of ifs. You can put if inside if, inside if, inside if, inside if, as long as each if function is complete. Okay? In this particular example now, we have said that somebody can be male, Even if he is male, within that male, he can be trans male or cis male. I like to use this gender example because it's very, it's very, very polarized. Once it was male and female, very simple. But now you have more options. So in this case now, somebody was John. If he is John, then call him cis male. If he is not, then call him. That means that if we come here and change his name to Mike, he will become a different kind of male. But if this what do you call it? If this person is not male at all, then he's a female. So depending on the condition, the answer will change. If I3 is equal to male, if it's true, before you give me any answer, first of all, check whether H3 is equal to John. Do you understand now? So we are giving condition, even within condition. Let's try another one. Is equal to, if D5 is greater than 1,000. If D5 is greater than 1,000, then tell us that D5 is expensive. If not, tell us is affordable. So far, so good, huh? If D5 is greater than 1,000, is expensive. If it is less than 1,000, is affordable. That one is clear, Abi? Good. Now, let's make it a little more complicated. If D5 is greater than 1,000, is expensive. But assuming that if D5 is between 500 and 1,000, no, let's say between 0 to 500 is cheap. Okay, anything more than 1,000 is expensive. Anything between 500 to 1,000 is affordable. And anything from 0 to 500 is cheap. Okay? When we started with this formula, we had only two options. That is expensive and affordable. But now we want to introduce another category, which is cheap. Okay? If D5 is greater than 1,000, it should be expensive. Then we come to the false, because it is false now that we need to concern ourselves with. Everything greater than 1,000 is expensive. That's fine. But if it is less than, first of all, check. First of all, check again. If this same D5 is greater than 500. If it's greater than 500, then call it affordable. If it is less, then call that one cheap. Thank you. That's my question mark for me. All right. I'm going to Control Z so that you can see what it looked like before. Before, it was very simple. If D5 is greater than 1,000, call it expensive. If not, call it affordable. But now, if D5 is greater than 1,000, it's expensive. However, if D5 is not greater than 1,000, but is greater than 500, call it affordable. If not, that is, it is not greater than 1,000, it is not greater than 500, then it is cheap, because that means it is within 0 to 500. Somebody to confirm that they understand. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right. So now let's go back to our pizza example. In this pizza, we first start with, is it even pizza? Because there's no point putting small and big for things that are not pizza. So we start with, Tochukwu was right, it's just that you need to be able to explain it, otherwise you will not be able to reproduce it. So is equal to, if E is equal to pizza, then from there, your work now starts. If this one, sorry, if this fellow is less than 7, give us small. Comma. If it is not less than 7, we still need to check again. If it is less than 10, this fellow is less than 10, then give us medium. If not, tell us it is large. And if it is not a pizza, let's say this time around, let's say that if it's not pizza, let's say it is not pizza, just for the sake of this example. Anybody that did not get it, please speak up now.
Can you go over? I don't understand.
Which part don't you understand?
After the first if, the second, from the third if I was lost, I'm already lost.
Okay, so let me copy this formula somewhere. Okay, I'll just copy it and put it here. Okay, I'll leave it here. I want it to show, so I'm gonna just leave it showing on the screen like this. Okay, this is where we are going. Okay, can you see? This is what we are trying to achieve. Okay, but for now, let's break it down again. Good. The first test is the item pizza or not pizza? That's the first test. So we'll start from there. Is equal to, if whatever is in E is equal to pizza. We use the double quotations because these are text. If it is pizza, then I want to work with it. Let's call it pizza. And if it is not pizza, then tell me that it is not pizza. Do you understand this one?
I do.
This one is clear. Very good. Now, for all the ones that are not pizza, we don't have any problem. We don't have anything we want to do with it. It's the ones that are pizza that we now really want to work on. Because the ones that are pizza, we don't just want it to tell us that it's pizza. We want us to tell us whether it's a small pizza or a medium pizza or a big pizza. Now, let's divide it into two again, two different options. We can say that it's either that the pizza is less than 10 or is more than 10. Pizza that is less than 10 is either small or medium. We'll get back to that. Pizza that is more than 10 is large. So instead of this pizza now, we're going to remove this word pizza and replace it with, let me come here to type the test for pizza that is less than 10 or pizza that is more than 10. Let's just try it. Is equal to if that cell, which is this one, F, is, let's start with less than 10. Let's say which pizza. But if it's more than 10, we know that one. That one is a large pizza. Is this one clear?
No.
This formula is clear. Now, I'm going to use this formula. No, okay. First of all, before I move it, let's leave it here first. So this formula tells us whether a pizza is a large pizza or this which pizza are everything below 10. But there are two different categories below 10. There is below 7, which is small, and between 7 and 10, which is large. So we're going to create another formula again. Okay, let's do this so you can see it. Let's create another formula again. This time we want to say if that same F58 is less than 7. If it's greater than 7, no, if it's less than 7, then we want it to be called a small pizza. But if it's greater than 7, we want it to be called a medium pizza. Do you understand this formula?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So individually, you understand each one of these. The issue now is we have to combine them so that we don't have to keep going and coming back. That pizza, is it larger than 10 or smaller than? Okay. Is it medium or small? We want to combine it into one formula so that every condition is answered. Number 1, is it pizza? Number 2, is it a large or a medium or a small? Okay. So in this formula now, I'm going to copy this formula and see how it changes. Don't forget, this is what we have here. Okay, so instead of this pizza that we have, where is it? This is what we have here. Instead of this pizza that we have in the middle, I'm going to copy this into the middle of it and use it to replace this word pizza. What does this tell us? This tells us that the pizza is less than 10. We don't know whether it is small or medium, but we know it's not large. Because this formula says if it's more than 10, then call it large. If it's not, call it which, because we don't know which. Are you okay with the transition from the initial just 2 items into this one that we used one whole if formula to replace one of the elements? Are you there? Okay. That's Samuel. That's Deborah. Okay. Okay. Ella, good. Okay. And so we can now do the same thing all over again, which is to take this one to now replace what we have in that which formula. Okay, we say if this is this, give us which, but we don't want which. We want to remove this which and change it to another if formula. And so in doing this, we have created a formula that all the way down will answer every single condition that we were given. Okay? We are still going to work. Our assignment today is going to be on nested ifs. So, we're still going to have chance to really work with this if function a lot. So, please, I hope you were working along with us. We're going to exercise 4 now. We have 7 to do. Okay. Exercise 4 says use structured reference with if function. All right. And we've done this before, so I don't expect anybody to be bamboozled by big grammar. All right. Refer to a structured reference where we combine table and column names. Convert data set into a table and compare the date, time, and customer columns to return check if the order is new. All right. New order in this case denotes a different time and a different customer. Okay. Let's go down. Okay. I'm not even sure what they want us to do. Please, can anybody help us out? Okay, it's like we're all equally lost, are we? Okay, let's see what it looks like. Oh, okay. Okay. Let me leave this for now because I feel like we are not yet here. Yeah. Let's leave number 4 just because. Let's see if we can do number 5. Let's do number 5 instead. Okay. Okay, so we've done something like this before, I believe. Let's say what the grade is based on the subject that we're given. Okay. All right. Can anybody try? Can anybody try? So this is not as simple as normally we would say, if you had below 60 is bad, if you had this is good, if you had that is outstanding. But here is different by subject. So in the context of if functions, can anybody try? What do you think that means for us? Anybody? Okay. Don't be deceived though, it's actually very simple and it's what we've done before. Okay, let's just say is equal to if, first things first, we want to know if the subject is physics, for example. And in this case, we can actually go back to the table that we're given. If that is equal to that, okay, and then what would happen? Another if function. If the score is greater than 90, It's greater than 90, and then we can say it is outstanding. If it is not greater than 90, we still have to know if it is greater than just problem F10. Right, is greater than 60. And tell me, yep, I think it's good. And if not, I think it's still bad or something. Let's see. Okay, so let me just use the word. This will make things harder. Phillips. Does anybody understand what I just did?
Yes,
No,
I
please.
understand.
Okay.
No, I don't understand.
Similar to the one of the pizza size.
What did you say? Deborah, what did you say?
I said this formula is similar, just like the one of the pizza size that we
Thank
did.
you. Thank you. Thank you. Exactly. Tochukwu, do you want to help to explain what we have just done?
Okay. I think from what you did, there is a from the Excel table, there is a reference table there. If you go to the reference table, it gives you like if the subject is physics.
Yes.
Then when you have more than 90, say is outstanding. Then more than 60, say is good. If below 60, that is bad. So that's what you did. First of all, you have to use if statement there. Then on the column of the subject, which is column E, as physics, then you now use it. If E is equal to physics, then you now put the conditions. If it is above, then return outstanding. If it is above 90, return outstanding. If it is above 60, return good. Then if not, return bad.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Now, is it clear?
Okay, so my question is, where did you get the word problem? Where did that the word problem? I understand how the what's it called,
awesome.
the if is
Then you
being
don't have a
written.
problem. The word problem is here.
Okay.
Exercise 05, multiple criteria with if function. That's it. 05. It says in this exercise, you will find the letter grade based on subjects. Oftentimes, the grades are not fixed. That is, you can't say outstanding. Everybody above 90 is outstanding. No, it's not fixed. The grades vary with the highest value. So some 90 is the outstanding, some 80 is the outstanding. I don't know. But they've given us a table that we're supposed to use. And that's in the reference table sheet. If you look at the reference table sheet of your workbook, you see it there. Yeah, for now.
Sorry, are we going to be given the video so that we can go through it again?
Yes, you will be given the video. Yes, you will. You cannot but go through
I'm
it.
trying to understand. I'm not getting it, but I think if I give it a second try, I will
You will.
understand it.
You will.
I'll understand everything from the start.
Don't worry, you will. It's just practice. All you need is practice. As we continue, you will get more comfortable with it.
Okay,
Ibrahim.
thank you so much.
Welcome. Yeah.
Madam, hello ma. Hello ma, you are muted.
I muted myself because you started talking. Oh yeah.
Okay, please, what if we wanted to do it? Because in that table we have mathematics, physics, and I think chemistry.
That's why I
What
like
if we
it.
want to do? Okay, sorry.
Because we're actually going to do for all of them. I just pause at this point so that we can discuss. But we are going to do it together. And all of them are still going to enter this same cell. It's still one formula. We're going to put everything together. All right. Ibrahim Yusuf, your hand is up. Do you have a question?
Yeah, no, it's like an observation. I'm trying to understand the last question that was asked by I think Feintola. She was asking that the word problem. So I think she's talking about the formula. There's problem in the formula. So it's referencing the sheet name. So just for clarification, if that's the question she was asking, because it's like you don't
My dear,
mention that.
God will bless you because I did not understand that question. I think that's what she must have learned. So the name of the sheet is problem. That's where the problem we are solving is. That's why
So
they
where
call
did
it
you
problem.
get the B5 to B7?
Where did we get the what?
The B5 to B7.
Let me just scroll down and understand what you are talking about. B5 to B7.
With the formula.
B5.
Okay.
Where is the B5?
Okay.
From the reference table.
Okay. All right. I think it was.
Is what contained physics.
Oh yeah. I deleted it because it wasn't giving me what I wanted. You understand? Yeah, so I just used.
Where that is coming from.
If you notice, look at mine. I changed it to physics. I just wrote the word physics. It's easier. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Good.
Thank you.
So I'm so happy because this means that everybody is able now to do the same thing for mathematics and chemistry. So what we're going to do so that we don't get confused is that we're going to do the one for mathematics separately as if it's only mathematics and the one for chemistry as only chemistry. And then when we are done with the three like that, we'll now combine them into one formula. So somebody to give us the formula for mathematics, please. Very similar to what, in fact, let me just bring out this, just so that we can be seeing it as we're doing it. Okay. Mathematics, anybody?
Can I try?
Please, go ahead for now.
Okay, so is equal to if bracket open E111 E11 is equal to double brackets mathematics bracket yes comma then if the bracket open problem and the exclamation mark.
You don't need it because the only reason the problem is showing is because I went to another sheet and came back. So you don't need it. Yeah.
Okay, all right. Okay, then let me do it. Okay, so if bracket then F111 greater than 90.
Is it 90? Are you looking at the table? Because I didn't look at the table.
Okay.
Somebody who is looking at the table should confirm, please. For mathematics.
Okay, let me check for mathematics.
Yeah, it's correct.
It's 70.
Greater than 90.
No, mathematics is more than 70. Greater than
for
70.
outstanding.
Yes, 70, not 90.
Oh, wow.
70.
Okay.
Okay, 70, comma.
Okay, comma.
Double hyphen outstanding.
Double quotation marks.
Yeah, double quotation mark outstanding. Quotation mark again, comma. Then if bracket open. F111 The next one that is good, please. What's the money?
What's good, please? Who
More
has the
than
table
more than
open?
40.
Say that
Okay.
again.
Greater than
Greater
40.
than 40.
40, comma,
Mm-hmm.
double hyphen, good,
Quotation mark.
quotation mark, then comma, quotation mark,
Mhm.
Bad.
bad,
Thank you.
quotation mark, then triple brackets, enter. Sorry, yes, enter. Thank you. God bless you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. And now let's do the one for chemistry. Somebody to help us with chemistry, please. Hey.
Good evening, ma.
Yes, Nora, thank you.
Okay, for chemistry, if is equal to if, sorry,
Yep.
E112.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I want to check. Greater than. Oh, I'm lost.
First of
Sorry.
all, we have to
If
check.
112 is equal to quotation mark
Thank you.
chemistry,
Thank you.
quotation mark,
Good.
comma,
Thank you.
if open brackets,
Mm-hmm.
F 112 what's this sign? Greater than, sorry, greater than 80,
Mm-hmm.
comma,
Mm-hmm.
quotation mark, outstanding,
Mm-hmm.
comma,
Mm-hmm.
if open bracket 112,
If
open bracket F112,
112, yep.
greater than 50, comma, quotation mark, good, quotation mark again, comma,
Mm-hmm.
quotation mark, bad,
Mm-hmm.
quotation mark, comma, quotation
Comma.
mark, close brackets. I don't know if it's comma, close brackets. Triple close brackets.
Okay. So the brackets are determined by, well done, Nora, that was very good. Your brackets are determined by how many, you opened in the first place. You should always have the same number of open brackets as close brackets. So we have agreed that this is everything we need to do. Now we just need to combine it into one formula. Please, I would like you all to try and paste it in the chat box. Try and paste it in the chat box and we'll see who gets it first. The only hint I will give you is that the formula that we are creating now, this one we did because we did it thrice. We did for 110, 111, 112. But this formula that we are creating now as a combination, everything will be 110. Yeah? So please, let's try. I'm going to stop sharing now. So try.
I'm sorry. My laptop battery is low, so I'm just looking for where to charge. I'm out, so.
That's no problem. Just whoever can try, we're waiting.
Ma, he's saying you've entered so many arguments for this function.
It has to make sense, you know. Has to make sense. So just keep trying.